We've all heard of the wintertime blues. They call it SAD, seasonal affective disorder. However, you can also experience some of those same symptoms during the summertime. You know, whether it's from the weather, because it's so hot, especially if you live in Mississippi, or it's simply because, you know, the seasons are changing. Either way, there are some things you can do to improve your mood this summer. Hi, I'm the one that shoots the Two Cute Classrooms, and today, talking to my teachers and my parents, maybe even some of my students, about things you can do to improve your mood. So without any further ado, let's get right into this video. One of the simplest things you can do this summer to improve your mood is to get some more sunshine. How? Of course, go outside. Get out into the sunlight. The sunlight is known to cause your body to release serotonin. This is the feel-good hormone. And by getting out, you're getting your body to release more of that hormone so you can feel better and stop being so depressed or anxious or not feel so good. And if you're like me, because I live in the South, it gets pretty hot around here depending on what month it is. You may not want to go out during the height of the day. My suggestion is early morning or late evening when the temperatures are a little cooler, but the sun is out. So be sure to get out and get you some sun, get you some deep breathing going. All of this helps to increase the serotonin levels in your body and to improve your mood this summer. Another thing that you can do this summer to help improve your mood is to stay hydrated. Drink your water, drink your fluids, keep your body hydrated. The majority of our body is made up of water. So we need water in order to survive. Water, by staying hydrated, we're going to make sure that our joints are lubricated. It also helps to provide a cushion for our brains, our spinal cords, and our other body temperatures. It also helps to maintain a stable body temperature because, you know, we don't want to get too hot. Like I said, you know, I think I tell you all the time, I'm from the South, and so it gets rather warm here. So we want to make sure we don't overheat. We also want to make sure that we keep our blood pressure regulated. And by getting that fluid into our bodies, we're helping to ensure that we're doing that. So before you go out, before you do any sports, make sure you grab your bottle of water. Consider taking water with you if you're going like traveling, which a lot of us do in the summertime. Take those big jugs. I have some. I call myself getting them to help with weight loss. And it really does. By staying hydrated, you know, you're making sure you feel full, full. You're not overeating. You're not doing any of those things that are not healthy for your body. So by drinking water and staying hydrated, you're helping yourself to become healthier. But there's also a way to improve your mood. Don't hesitate. Go for that walk. Get out and get into nature. Take a walk. Take a few moments out of your day to get outside and go walk and go for a leisurely walk. Walk around. Look at the flowers. Listen to the birds chirp or whatever it is that you have going on in your area. Be sure to get out into nature. If you're going to do a nature walk, be sure that you plan accordingly. Be sure you check the weather. Be sure someone knows where you're going. And make sure you have a device for contact and help if something should happen. But going for a walk is a great way to get out and get some fresh air and get your body moving. It's also a form of exercise. So by doing this, you're helping to improve your mood this summer. And summer's a great time for doing that. It also provides time for you to relax. It provides time for you to do some reflection and think about your day. Or if you don't want to think about your day, to help you forget your day. But walking is a great way to help to improve your mood. Another thing that you can do in case you can't get out and walk, you might want to go for a leisurely drive. I call them Sunday drives. That's when you know you meet those drivers that drive really slow and they're irritating during the week, but you saw tolerate a bit on Sunday. But either way, get out and go for a ride in your car. Take the scenic route. Don't just hop out on the interstate when the traffic is jumping and everybody's busy trying to get somewhere. Get out and drive. Go for that drive. If you can't do the walk, do the drive. But whatever you're doing, allow this to relax your mind. Put on some soothing music. Do all these things to help you calm down. Before I go any further into this video, be sure to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe and follow me for more tips and hacks. And today we'll continue to talk about things we can do to help us improve our mood for the summer. Back to the video. I am a huge component for sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sleep this summer. That means you don't just stay up late because it's summertime. And I know a lot of us teachers like to do that. But go ahead and get some sleep. Go ahead and allow your body to recharge, to rejuvenate. And you need to do that by going to sleep. Do you know that your synapses or those little neurons recharge during sleep. That's why it's harder for us to remember things. You want to go to bed. You have to go ahead and go to bed. Allow your body to recharge itself. It's sort of like a car battery. If you think about a car and the battery runs everything, sometimes the battery runs down and you need to jump it off, or you need to do just recharge it. So sleep does the same thing for us. And when you're functioning without sleep, you're almost like being intoxicated. Your brain, you're functioning you're in slow motion. Everything's moving at a slower level. You can't walk straight. Your speech is slurred. You forget. So instead of putting your body through this, if you want to improve your mood this summer, go ahead and go to bed. You might want to do some reading. Reading is another way to improve your mood. Find a book that you like. Find something relaxing. As teachers, I know we don't get to read a lot of the things that we like to read, but summertime provides the best opportunity for doing that. You can get a book that you actually can enjoy, and you can sit there and read it and just get lost in what's going on in the book instead of focusing on yourself or focusing on what's going on. You can read. And if you're not a teacher but you're a parent, then take some time out to read. A model reading for your kids. You read a book, read a magazine. Even books on tape are a great way to gain knowledge and yet and still be reading. So don't knock reading. Be sure your journaling is also a good way to improve your mood. By taking the time to sit down, relax, and reflect, and get those negative energy out, then you can also help yourself feel a lot better. And speaking of negative energy, you want to think positive. Thinking positive will also help your mood this summer. It'll help your overall well-being. Begin to think about the things that happen that are good. And so while you're journaling, these all are tying together. You can do a gratitude journal where you're writing down the things that you are thankful for, the things that have happened that are good. And even if you stop and look at the negative, you have to just write the negatives down. Then right across from the negatives, be sure that you write something positive. Begin to talk about some positive things that happen. And so there's a whole slew of things that talk about positive affirmations and how our mindset affects how we feel, our health, it affects our finances, and it affects everything. So when we learn to change our way of thinking, we change our mindset from negative to positive, then it can greatly help us as we go through the summer. So be sure that you're doing that. I think her name was Louise Hay. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, but she was she was a big component for healthy living, for having a healthy mindset. So this summer, make sure you're journaling, make sure you're focusing on the positive. You can also do some visualization. For me, because I write a lot and I write a lot of fiction or whatever, I have to visualize. I need a visual picture of whatever it is that I'm writing about. So you can post pictures up of things like flowers, of things like a spring garden, the ocean, or whatever it is that makes you happy, and look at it. Begin to visualize yourself there. Again, back to the reference about being positive. The lady said to visualize yourself in front of an ocean. You know, she's talking about money and things. She said there's more than enough. You have to change your way of thinking from negative to from poverty to abundance, from negative to positive. And so she's talking about just stepping out. Imagine yourself being in front of this ocean with this cup. You know, do you have a thimble? Do you have a bucket? What do you have? So she talks about the power of visualization. And with us, if you begin to visualize yourself calm, peaceful, that's going to help improve the way you think and the way you feel during the summer. It's a great time to reconnect with old friends. Reach out to those friends that you've lost touch with. If they were really good friends of yours and something happened, you're not quite sure why, just, you know, the pressures of working out, other stuff have come in and taken, now's a good time to take those moments to reconnect or recharge, reconnect, you know, just refuse, get back in touch with your friends. That's another way to improve your mood. You also might want to take up a hobby. I know for me, in the last 2 years, you know, we were forced out of the workplace for, you know what, I realized there were some hobbies I had that I had gotten out of touch with. I like to sew. I like to make quilts. And I had stopped doing all that because I was so busy. And I had stopped reading my books. And I love to read. And so it gave me time to get back to reading, get back to quilting, get back to doing gardening, all these things. So take up a hobby. Get you a hobby this summer. You know, like I said, I garden, but certain time of year get a little too hot to be outside. But find your hobby and invest some time into that. You might also want to get out, go to the movies, go watch a movie. Or even if you don't leave your home, you might want to watch one. Of course, you know, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. All of these are great sites for movies. I'm sure there's some more. If I left one out, I apologize right now. But, you know, watch a movie, find something you enjoy. Take those few minutes, pencil them in, schedule them in, whatever you want to do. And you take some time out for you. Take some time out to just relax and enjoy a movie over your summer break. And you'll feel much better. You'll be surprised how good you feel by just spending some time watching a movie or catching up on your favorite television show. Of course, I like the whole movie experience where I can go get the too expensive popcorn and all the other stuff and sit back in a nice calming atmosphere. I am a big stickler for education, so I think it's really great during the summer. You might want to take a course, take a class that you've been dying to take. That may also tie back into hobbies, but do something you want to do. Take up a sport that you've been wanting to play and you haven't had a chance to do it. Do whatever, you know, whatever makes you feel happy, as long as it's legal, to get yourself back connected, to get yourself back joined this summer. Something along the lines of being healthy. You know, we talked about increasing our fluids. You want to also increase the amount of fruits and vegetables that you're eating. Make sure that leafy green vegetables with your fruit. Just have your way. Summertime is a great time to load up on fruit. So make sure you're increasing your intake on fruit, on vegetables. You also want to increase your fiber. You know, as long as your system is moving good, this will help to clear out all those toxins out of your body and help you feel much better. I also want to decrease the amount of sugar that you're consuming. And I know it's sort of hard to do, especially in the summertime, because they have all that good stuff like ice cream and soda. But to improve your mood, you want to think about choosing snacks or choosing things that are healthy. And that large amount of sugar is definitely not doing it for you. So cut back on the sugar. And if you like me, confession, I love soda. I do. And I love it because it helps to give me that burst of energy, and it makes me it just gets my brain working. But it is really, really bad in the long run. It gives you that burst real quick, and then later you have that big dip. Sugar's the same way. Sugar's extremely addictive. So there's something to help improve your mood. Cut back on the sugar. Let some of the sugar go. So no matter which of these you decide to do, or if you decide to do all of them are great ways to improve your mood for the summer. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to stay tuned for my next one, where I'll be talking about ways to decrease learning loss for your kids over the summer. I'll also be making a video about fun activities that are educational for your kids. So I'll see you guys in the next video.